Welcome to STORYSKIMO, the first podcasting platform for children. When did you first experience the magic of storytelling? Was it as a child, being read to at bedtime, or later through books, videos, and maybe audiobooks and podcasts? Did you know that speech and language therapists recommend children to listen to audiobooks and podcasts because it boosts their listening memory, language processing, and helps them understand social relationships? My daughter Anouk discovered audiobooks and podcasts at 3.5 years old and was immediately hooked. It fed her budding imagination, her vocabulary exploded, and she quickly started to record her own stories. She now is a child podcaster available on Spotify at 5 years old. Podcasts completely transformed the learning and language development of children who had the chance to access them. But child podcasting is not democratized. That's why we created STORYSKIMO, a podcasting platform for children to find their own voice, expand their imagination, and help them become confident communicators. It's like a YouTube for children's podcast, where they can discover curated and vetted podcasts for children, record their own, add their music and sound effect, and then share in a closed circle or beyond. We leverage child podcasting as a language development and learning tool. And compared to other players, we are not just audio-led or child-centric, but we guide children in their own creation journey. We have been researching children audio, speaking to hundreds of parents and children to test the appetite of such a platform. And when we offered a free trial at launch, we gathered hundreds of signups in the first 30 minutes. A couple of weeks later, in February 2020, just before school closing and in lockdown in the UK, we launched our podcast curation platform, which entertained thousands of children stuck at home. In the summer, we created the podcast creation platform. Children loved listening to curated stories, but they were also incredibly excited to create their own podcast and be heard. On these two proofs of concept, children spent about 3 hours per week recording or listening, acquiring new vocabulary, boosting their attention span, expanding the imagination, and offloading their thoughts. And we now have paid users too. We have no doubt that podcasting is likely to shape the future, and for children too. Podcast is predicted to grow 25% year on year in the next 5 years. And in 2020, there were 3 times more podcasters. 24% children listened to audiobooks more during the lockdown. And children in the US actually already adopted podcasting. Half teenagers already are listening to podcasts, and the number of younger listeners is also increasing. I'm Veronique Trang, the CEO and founder of STORYSKIMO. I'm a mom of 2, particularly passionate about helping children become confident communicators and learners. STORYSKIMO is my 3rd venture. I'm an entrepreneur with also expertise in leading tech partnerships between startups, scale-ups, and iconic brands, having initiated more than 30 of them for huge companies like Unilever. I also rely on a very strong and experienced team from product, children, language development, and technology. We are very lucky to have incredible mentors and advisors in the fields of audio, voice, streaming platform, children, and marketing who support our mission and journey. So join us and help shape the future of our children. And if you'd like to find out more about partnering, supporting, or investing, I would love to speak to you. Please take note of my email and number, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.